I don't know if you guys have heard, but Walmart is reportedly going to throw out copies of Starfield. Now, I know some of you guys hearing this might be like, oh, that's great, because that means Starfield sucked. Oh, it was a trash game. There's more to this story than what people might be aware of. So, Walmart looks like they're going the way of Best Buy really soon here. If you aren't aware, Best Buy is slowly starting to get away from physical media. They just started doing it just recently with like movies and music and stuff, and I think gaming is on their way as well. And it's alarming because I'm with you guys where we like our physical media. You see all my old fucking video games over here and shit. I like my physical media. Yeah, it takes up space. Yeah, it's a lot of money to spend, but physical media I think is a must when it comes to like preservation of stuff and things like that. Well, Walmart is supposedly, reportedly, seemingly set to start to discard physical copies of games eventually, starting with Starfield. Actually, I think yesterday, Monday the 22nd, was when this was set to begin. Now, this is because the growing popularity of digital media. Whether we like it or not, there's way more casuals out there that do not give a shit about owning physical stuff. I have so many friends that will buy digital movies only, movies anywhere. They prefer that. They prefer to stream. They prefer to have iPhone music and all that. Physical sales have been declining also, unfortunately. I think literally just us collectors are the only ones keeping it alive, especially for major retailers like Best Buy, who basically stepped back from it, like I just mentioned. Now, reports from last year have been suggesting that Walmart might stop selling physical Xbox games, and recent evidence has supported this. There's memos that have been shared by Walmart employees on social media that have instructions on how to dispose of Starfield. So according to this memo, Walmart was going to reduce the price of copies of Starfield from the retail price of $69.99 to 3 cents. So they started it January 22nd. Now, don't get excited. You might be like, oh, I could go and buy a copy of a video game for 3 cents. I'm going to go and buy 50 of these Starfield games for 3 cents. Nope. Good luck with that, because Walmart not only reduced the price to 3 cents, they also put a point of sale block in effect, which prevents anybody from actually purchasing this game. So that's kind of strange, right? Although there might be a lucky handful of people here or there that might manage to acquire the game for nothing, the plan is to basically get rid of these copies, to collect them, dispose them by February 5th. Why Starfield? I don't know. Why is that the game that's singled out by itself? I know there might be people speculating that it's because the game bombed and all this and that, but no, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I looked up this news report that was on Game Rant, and it just basically said there was a memo starting with that game that they're lowering it down to 3 cents. They're doing a point of sale block, and they're disposing them, trying to get rid of them by February 5th. Now, I don't know. This is coming from Wario64. I don't know if you guys follow Wario64 on Twitter. They post a lot of these like breaking news of like sales of games going on discounts and stuff like that. They're like Cheap Ass Gamer. If you guys follow Cheap Ass Gamer, they confirmed that this is an authentic memo, even though people are suggesting that this memo could be faked. That's not likely. Wario64 confirmed from another source that these memos suggesting that Walmart's going to be getting rid of copies of Starfield is authentic. So, I don't know. To me, there's a bigger picture here that we might not be seeing. I think it's because they're clearing room for physical media. We're going to probably start seeing this a lot more. It is interesting that they decided to do it with Starfield first. Look into that, if you will. Maybe, I'm sure there's going to be people suggesting that it's because there's a failure and all that. But you got to remember, this move is not going to affect the future of Starfield at all. the majority of players that have this game, they did like the digital upgrade through Game Pass. Like me, I don't own it physically. I'm on Game Pass. It's on Steam as well. And despite Walmart discarding physical copies, Bethesda has already gone on to say that they're going to significantly support this game still for 2024. I think there's a major update that's in beta testing right now on PC. They're anticipating the first DLC that's coming up. There's going to be an expansion. I think it's called like Shattered Space or something like that. There's no details about this expansion, but they had it. That was part of like the deluxe upgrade. You get like the expansion as part of it and stuff. So they've never at once said, hey, we're no longer supporting the game. So I don't think that these copies being thrown away is a Bethesda thing. I think these copies being removed is a Walmart thing. And it's evident like how Best Buy got rid of stuff. I think it's a Walmart call. So I don't know. I think Bethesda will be planning to reveal more stuff in the future in regards to future plans with Starfield. But whenever you see like physical media going away in any form or fashion, regardless of what it is, it's kind of sad. At this point, it's bittersweet when you see like Best Buy getting rid of stuff and, music sections at Walmart get a lot fucking smaller. It's kind of weird because Walmart used to have like a fuckload of CDs, and now they actually have cool vinyls. Like vinyls came back temporarily. Like there's a cool vinyl section. Like you're able to go and buy, most movie soundtracks on vinyl now at Walmart still, and they sell like a record player and stuff. But game preservation is something that's been getting like more and more of a call to action as of late. And you just saw the other day with Ubisoft, the CEO of, I think it was the director of marketing or somebody, director of subscriptions. His last name was Tremblay. They said gamers should get more comfortable not owning their games. And you think about how everything's pointing to digital age this, digital age that. Like I literally have some of you guys in my chat. I know one of them is Derek 211122. I think that's his username. Derek, if you're in here, shout outs. He refuses to do anything that's like a paid online service like Game Pass or Switch Online or anything like that, Netflix. For me, I initially refused to do streaming on anything like Netflix or Game Pass or anything like that, but then eventually I started to grow into it, slowly but surely. And then even with games, I find myself buying digital copies of like Hogwarts Legacy and Call of Duty and all that. I've learned to accept it, especially this day and age when you buy like a physical game. You have to update it anyway. You put the CD in, you have to download a fucking update and a patch and all this crap. At this point, the CD is only in there for you to access the game anyway. And it's just a mess because more and more games are relying on servers, and like eventually those servers go down, and it just makes game preservation just much more difficult. So right now, in my opinion, it's looking like Starfield is the beginning of Walmart eventually shifting away from physical media entirely. I'm calling it right now. I don't know if there's some kind of like weird thing like that, but I do think this is more of a Walmart thing, in my opinion. So what do you guys think?